One of my favourite times of the year is open evening and answering some of the difficult questions people have got about how transition runs. So this time I've got Arabella and Kieran with me, and they're going to ask me some questions, and hopefully it helps you out as well. So, Arabella.
Okay. Mr. Campbell, what happens if you're late to class?
In the first couple of weeks at secondary school, it's likely that you will get lost on your way to certain lessons, but it's not a problem at all. All the teachers expect that to happen. There's plenty of really helpful students around to help, and all the teachers will be out helping you and pointing you in the direction as well. So I wouldn't worry about that. Kiri.
What happens when you get lost?
When you get lost, there'll be plenty of people, as I've just said, around, ready to help you out. We'd encourage you to look at your map and encourage you to learn where all the different buildings are that you'll be going to. And usually within the first 2 weeks, no one gets lost anymore.
Okay, so what happens if you lose your planner?
Okay, again, it can happen sometimes. We can be forgetful at times. If we lose a planner, all you've got to do is, when we go to form time first thing in the morning, we let our tutor know and it gets sorted. You get a temporary planner for the day and you use that instead.
What happens when you get a smart card?
Okay, well, if you get a smart card, it's probably because something's not quite gone right. Okay, so maybe your uniform's not quite right. Again, in the first couple of weeks when you're year 7, we'd expect that, and that wouldn't be a major problem. I would say 99% of people don't get a smart card because when we line up in our forms in the morning, we make sure we've got all the uniform and the equipment that we need.
Is there a lot of homework?
There isn't a lot of homework. There's just, I think, just the right amount of homework. So the homework that we set is always purposeful. It builds on the things that we've done in the lesson and it helps us to understand the things that we've done. And it might sometimes set up our next lesson as well. So I'd say it's just the right amount.
Do you make friends?
Absolutely. I mean, many of the children coming to us will be from the local primary schools and they'll be coming up with some of their friends. It could be that in some cases, some pupils come up from small primary schools. They might come up on their own. And I make sure that when I do the setting, I put those children together so they can make friends with one another. Again, within a week, everyone will have a good set of friends.
What happens with detentions?
I would say that, again, over 90% of children, through their whole career in this school, don't get a detention. Detentions are only for people who regularly get things wrong. And again, in year 7, there'd be some time where we know that you might get a few things wrong. So again, I wouldn't worry about detentions.
Are lessons exciting?
Lessons are incredibly exciting here. Okay, a year 7 might encounter 12, 13 different lessons that range from MFL, different languages. There's science going on, there's maths, there's English, there's history, there's geography, music and art and design. So many different things, and they'd experience all those in one day sometimes, okay? As well as that, you've got all the extracurricular activities and the trips as well that run. So very exciting curriculum there to follow.
I was worried about uniform, not getting it right.
No, what I mean, I've only got to look at you now to see that you have got your uniform right, haven't you? Very, very smart. At the marches, you know, we don't apologise for having very high standards. Okay, we think that when you come in looking smart and acting smart, everything else will fall into place. And obviously, you followed that advice. You're looking very smart, and it's been a great start for you too, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for listening. And if you've got any other questions that you'd love us to answer, please follow the link provided. See you soon.